Hello my friends and welcome, because we have finally arrived on the big old name stuff episode. Oh yes, see? I even wrote them down, so I will not forget. Now, I didn't write down every single name I had because there were a lot, but I went through and I picked quite a lot of them, so if your suggestions was not, if you don't see it in this episode and you really think it was a good suggestion, you can go ahead and suggest it again. It's okay, I'm not going to mind. But before we do that, I just want to very quickly remind you that we did not actually finish our subway. And you might think, do we really need a subway? We have all this other stuff going on here. And to that I respond, well, we don't need a subway, but wouldn't it be kind of cool to have one? I mean, I think the answer is yes. So, why not? Let's make one then. And I'm going to keep things really simple, because I don't want to spend a huge amount of time on this. But what I'm thinking is just a big circle. Just a big old circle. Come on, I want it to point. There we go. And we'll just have trains going both ways around the circle. And things don't have to be too aesthetic underground, so we can just do things like this. And yes, I am aware this is quite redundant, but I think there is a certain beauty in the redundancy. People are going to be having many ways to get to all our beautiful things that we have made and will keep making. So around we go. And there we go. We could build more subway lines, but why bother? We are going to do this. And I think actually circular lines like this are more efficient than the than out and back lines, if you know what I mean. Alright, we're going to do that. And now we are also going to click on the other side of the line and have a circle that is going in the other direction. Like so. You see? And we can happily click on this and call this the Prospectberg outer loop. And this is the Prospectberg inner loop. There we go. So, there we go. I think that's a lot of public transportation options. I think people are going to be getting where they want to go in a good and reasonable amount of time. Alright, so let's stop the chit-chat. Let's name things. Okay. There's a lot of names that are auto-generated that are named after people. You have Stephanie Lee and Albert Webb. I don't know who these people are, but somebody requested Ewing Drive. Even though it's more of a street than a drive, it doesn't matter. It's just a name. And it's going to be a pretty good, nice street. After that, this one had a suggestion for Sports Road, so let's put that by the stadium. Sports Road. Tempted to call it Philadelphia Eagles Street, but, you know, we're appealing to more than one person, sadly. So, let's take this street, and we are going to name this one Hedgehog Street. Oh, yes. How long is Hedgehog Street? Whoa. Well, apparently it counts all the way over to here, so I'm not going to complain about that. And someone also suggested Mario Street. So here we go. And Mario Street, rather short, but that's fine. And someone said Bandicoot Street. And down here, Jackrabbit Street. That's a cool name. This one seems to be a little bit longer. Yeah, it's pretty straight. There's a lot of straight, nice long shots in here. And somebody suggested Fleet Avenue, which is sounds good. And this will even be the street that leads up to the bridge, although I think the bridge has a different name. But what do we have? What else here? Lol. Okay, this one's kind of funny. We'll put it over here. Recreational LSD road. Okay, pretty good. And over here we have someone suggested BMac Street. I assume that stands for Bernie Mac, and of course we have to have that. And over here someone suggested Pratt Street. So we're putting that down. And I like Hawthorne Street. We're going to keep that. Amanda Street could be Amanda Lincoln. Eliza Street. This is the one that we will replace with Victory Avenue. Yeah. Whoa. And that even includes the bridge. I didn't know that, but that's okay. Also, here's an experiment. If we take this street and we say this is all included, will that mean that the traffic lights are going to be happy for both ways? Don't think so, but don't know. We need a cool name for this avenue. Just Mary Avenue doesn't hold it. But, did I write down enough names? I probably should have written down more. But somebody did suggest Geeky Gecko, which I feel is a reference to something, but I'm not nearly smart enough to understand that reference, so there we go. And we have some names for neighborhood. Someone thought a neighborhood called Williamsburg would be good, and I think it would be good, so we're going to put it over here, and we're going to grow into it, because someone suggested it's like an industrial place, and, well, we are going to have our train stuffs going on here, I think. So we'll have this avenue here be the boundary. And we'll go like this. So these will be things that will be filled in the future. So Williamsburg. Oh man, that is pretty cool. And let's see, we never named these places. So I think we can give a name for this small place, which will only, the name will only be for this small area. Somebody suggested the name of Jonesboro. I don't know if that's a reference to something or not, but there you go. And someone suggested LaGrange, which, isn't that a ZZ Top song? I think it is. In fact, I know it is. There's no I think about it. But I'm not sure if that was the intended reference or not, but in any case, that will be here. and we'll call this Lagrange. And let's see. Someone suggested the name of Sandy Springs, and I think that would be most appropriate over here, surrounding the springs. So, yeah, your town will not be here for a long time, but there we go. And someone suggested the very appropriately named Hill Valley, after, of course, the town in Back to the Future. So I think this area over here, surrounding this town, which is really neither a hill nor a valley, so it's kind of the most appropriate place, in an ironic way. It actually is kind of on a hill, so here we go. Hill Valley. Excellent. And the next name I think we will award to this small little wedge that exists here between Prospectsburg and Old Junction, which we will have to be a little bit more precise when putting it in. Because, yeah, we're getting very close to every other town, and the question is, what would this be considered? Well, you know what? I think we are going to extend the definition of Old Junction just a little bit to include this stuff out here. By the way, if anyone has any suggestions for any unique stuffs for any of these districts, you can feel free to suggest that, you know, like any policies, any particular you know, interesting things we should try for these districts. So this is going to be a very small one, but a very key one, because it is right outside Prospectsburg. And we are going to go with the name Middlesbrook. There we go, that's a good name. And it has this kind of boot-shaped place. There's actually already a little bit of development here, but yeah, this is a place where many roads intersect right outside Frederick the Great and Prospectsburg itself. Okay, what else do we have? Let's just go ahead and define another big area down here. And this will be the future area of Flintburg. There we go. Or Flintsburg, whichever. And one more area. We'll just name this poor little forgotten area over here. This will be Coopville. Okay, yes. So there are a bunch of suggestions that you have given me. I hope that you saw your suggestions here. If you want to add suggestions, I actually strongly encourage you to do so. Maybe I'll put them in right away, maybe I'll wait for another episode, but feel free to suggest them. Now comes the big task of throwing down our water. There's a pretty big area to be doing this too, but it actually does not take as long as it might look like it does. Just drag it on through. Too bad it doesn't have the really cool SimCity 2000 water effects. I mean, you guys remember that? Ooh, it was good. Those were good times. Oh man. So we will hook that up have ourselves a merry little Christmas. Man, look at the demand. They are eager to move in. They're hollering at the bit. Or jumping at the bit. I don't know. I think I totally messed up that saying. By the way, I put an opera house over here. So, I think we have a pretty good distribution of parks and public buildings and special buildings. We might throw down one or two more, though. So there we go. We're going to have complete water. As for power, most of it is connected to one big blob or another, but it will continue to be connected as soon as we put in more stuff. I am thirsty. But we had oh yeah, we're saving that. Let's see, do we have anything else over here? Locomotive halls. Old locomotives, that's cool. I feel that would be like closer to here, so maybe we will refrain from using that for a little bit. So that's all right. What was the other thing I wanted to place though? What's that here? Building passenger harbor and a cargo harbor. Well, not with the things enabled, but do we want to add this somewhere? Do we indeed want to? There we go. We'll add it right here. Yeah, we have a smattering of like really tall, really cool buildings here. What's this? Courthouse. It would make sense that this is in our main city, but did we leave any spaces for it? Because I don't think we did. Let's see here. Yeah, even if I remove those roads, there wouldn't be enough room. Yeah, no, there wouldn't be. So finding a place for it here would require removing at least one existing road, if not more. We could put it here, but that would remove a lot of our beautiful trees. Oh my goodness. Wait, is there enough room here? There almost is, but there isn't. Now we could remove this park, but that would be a rude thing to do. Although, if we remove this road, would we have enough room? I think we would. Yeah, look, there it is. So there's our courthouse. And very conveniently, there's a police headquarters over there, so it's going to be a quick drive if the cops have to go over there to testify. And that's pretty important. Oh man. So before we zone anything, I want to look at the policies, because we want to make this as nice as possible. Like, the thing is recycling. Do we want that? I think we want some recycling. We don't want a pet ban. That's terrible. Smoke distributors. That is very good. Parks and recreation. Education boost. Because it's going to be a very highly educated area. Let's see. No, they can pay for it. Per working over education. No, we'll do that somewhere else. Harsh prison sentences. Yeah, we won't worry about that. High ticket prices, no. Educational blimps. Sure, why not? Taxation. Alright, here's where we do things. Tax relief for high density residential, high density commercial, and offices. Let's go with leisure. Well, this isn't really going to be a leisure area. Or a Big business benefactor. Oh, yeah. Definitely not a high-rise ban. Encourage biking. Yeah, they can do it on their own. That's a NIMBY. No allows night in the night. Nah. Yeah, that's probably good enough. So we have all these policies now for Prospectsburg. And we have our city in place. We have our airport. I'm thinking at some point there should be like a direct line to the city, but who knows if and when that will happen. Maybe we'll actually use one of our monorails will actually not be one of these. It will actually go around. Say, it's a possibility, I suppose. But we aren't going to worry about that now. If they want to get to the city, they have to go here and then take one of the two lines that goes here. Or they can just drive. Either way is good. So, I think, realistically speaking, that's all we have to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be ending this episode with the promise that next time we get together, we are going to throw down some zones, and we are going to turn this on, and we are going to watch our population probably double as we turn from a collection of small little disjointed places. I mean, honestly, we don't have much actually built in terms of our zones. So when we turn this on, we will actually be a city with a downtown core, and we can expand and grow beyond that. So ladies and gentlemen, reporting to you from the intersection of Sports Road and Bernie Mac Street, standing right here. We could hit tab. Yep. Well, that is going to be it. So thank you, everybody, and see you very soon for a very exciting episode. So long.